Marco Dominic Gonzalez. This is what am I calling it? American Idol, and this is just as a friend, a fan, and somebody who loves music, and somebody who loves this show. And I looked up at Harry Connick Jr. There's a song on. I remember when I was a kid, I watched the movie. I heard that song, and I had to get the tape. And we only had cassette tapes back then, so I'm listening to the song over and over. When I love a song, dude, I'm gonna loop it, dude. I can loop it. I'll probably loop that song 50 times. It's beautiful because when he's singing and he's going to each, I mean, and each note is brought out to a perfect tone. And I'll use an example. It's also well, I don't want to, but you understand what I'm saying. In order to get those notes to just pow, 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 that's technique. So when he's talking about technique, pay attention to that, dude. And I don't care if you don't like the way he says it. You need somebody to say it like that. If he says, look, you're one-dimensional, you take that to heart because it's like, okay, you know what? I don't have to do something different to not be one-dimensional. You can see a good example is Lauren Mayberry of Churches. She can stand still, sing a song, and boom, it hit. I mean, I got goosebumps, dude. It's like, you don't have to do this to be anything or feel you have to not be 2, 3, and 4-dimensional. It's understanding the song and getting that song to that fourth wall of how you're affecting somebody. And with that girl, and since I'm using that as a critique, I love the way that girl, I think her name's Jessica. I like the way you country spin the song. Had you not country spin that song, see, Keith Urban would have a different perspective of it. Because they could have gone in a totally different direction had you not done that. So, remember, they're reacting to what they like. Why they conflict in what their critique is, but both critiques are valid. And I agree with both, because both are tackling one aspect of the song, the other's tackling another aspect of the song. But in being one-dimensional, when you know who your fourth wall is, and you know, I am trying to affect you, nothing else is in the room. All I care about, I may never be on this stage, but I'm going to affect you. That song, even country, how I loved it, would come off different. It'd be like Loretta Lynn. I mean, I was feeling like Loretta Lynn, man. I was like, whoa, dude, that's the coal miner's daughter, dude. I was like, wow. I felt those moments, but I know it could have gone somewhere with conveying that note, the emotion. But that's an example of what I'm saying. But all three of the judges agreed, and as I agree, where's the hunger? You're not hungry, man. You can all sing. You know, when I first got here in the late 90s and early 2000s, I would go to the clubs and watch all kinds of bands. And, you know, I've seen so much talent that you never see again. I always went, what happened to that kid? What happened to that kid? What happened to that kid? You don't see them. They all can sing. And some of them had charisma. So I'm like, you know, you got the greatest mom. Sure, everyone tells you that, and I'm sure you understand that as an artist. But then outside, you put all that aside and you start doing the work that Harry Connick Jr. is saying. You need to understand a technique so you can get to that organic place when it all goes to crap and you're standing on a stage saying, oh my gosh, 20 million people are watching me, man. That dude's laughing over there. I mean, things that happen when you're here and you're watching a stage. Now the technique comes in to get you back to that organic place. Do that work by yourself. You guys shouldn't be having fun. This should be like, we're having fun. This is fun. You'll have fun later, dude. You guys are already on the tour, so you'll have fun later. This is not about having fun no more. You go to work so that you affect us, so we're like saying, oh my gosh, what's going on there? What's going on in American Idol? I want to watch it.